Most people are glad to go home even after less than a day. And I'm always glad to get back to Newfoundland, where I was born and where I've lived most of my life. It's a nice place, especially if you like to look at things. There was a time when most traveling in Newfoundland was done by boat, and of course it's still possible to see a lot of the coast on what we call the coastal boats. And there are still ferries in operation. This particular ferry is at Bay on the west coast of Newfoundland. From here, the road leads up the Great Northern Peninsula to the Straits of Belle Isle, a really very dramatic part of the island of Newfoundland. Bay itself is rather a pastoral place by comparison to much of the scenery. There are old farms, sort of traditional fishing installations. Places you go, you see animals roaming around almost at will, not fenced in or in enclosures of any kind. This is changing as the years go by, and more towns make regulations saying that animals have to be kept in. It seems to me that things in Newfoundland are always in motion. And this is because there is almost always a wind which moves the flowers and the grass, keeps everything alive. Evidence of the wind everywhere. It drives sand inshore, blasts the bark off trees, sand makes inroads. The wind shapes the trees. It sort of leaves its signature along the shore. I think that you almost feel part of it. There are so many things to see and paint if you're a painter, or photograph if you're a photographer in this sort of environment. The natural world is full of a variety of shapes and textures, of evidence of the forces of nature. Very delicate things appear next to things which are harsh, almost cruel. Beautiful textures of grass and wood, shells and stone, pebbles, sand, and of course fishing gear. One thing I've always loved about Newfoundland is the way the light is sometimes very silver, and so all the colors in the natural environment stand out against that. A beautiful, clean illumination. And of course the works of man are always there in contrast with nature. The solidity and regularity of the lighthouse standing behind the trees, which of course have been killed by the wind. Bonavista. Out there is the Cape, where John Cabot and his men first laid eyes on the New World. And for hundreds of years, men have fished from this harbour, gone out into the North Atlantic. And to this very day, the town of Bonavista is one of the major fishing towns in the whole world. It always seems to me that the houses look as if a child had been playing with blocks and had left them strewn on the landscape. Visitors to Newfoundland often ask why some of our bigger towns, like Bonavista and Trepassey, Bay de Verde, are built on what would seem to be the least hospitable aspects of our landscape. The reason is that these are towns without compromise. They have but one reason for being, and that is the fishery. And so they are built near the fish. You can still see the traditional methods of fishing, of course. Fishermen still put out in single-cylinder engines. And the traditional sort of architecture that went with the older fishing methods can still be seen in various parts of Newfoundland, although this is disappearing very quickly. In a sense, I suppose, it should be photographed and drawn and recorded now. There are tiny harbours everywhere. Most of them are off the main road. In these little harbours, things look the way they did many, many years ago. It's increasingly rare, though, to see a schooner. I don't suppose this one fishes anymore. Some of the harbours around the coast of Newfoundland have unbelievably small entrances. They're very sheltered and they offer perfect protection, really, to the small boats that use them. It is often possible to see fishermen working their gear from the shore because much of the fishery is carried on quite near the land. From the cliffs you can see men hauling lobster pots, tending cod traps, salmon nets. And you can still see the older method of drying codfish on flakes. In many places, you will find that there are wrecks of old boats, schooners, steamers. This lady is painting at Pooch Cove, which is very near St. John's. She's able to sit on the bridge and overlook the whole operation. The boats, the ramp where the boats are drawn ashore, the fishing sheds. See down into the water. The water is very clear, very clean. Newfoundland is a wonderful place for children. There's so many things for them to do, and very little to inhibit them, really. I think that things you see are enriched by the sound of them and the smell of them, the way they feel. perhaps the reason Newfoundland seems to be such a great place for children is because we have a lot of children ourselves. This is about an average-sized family. An awful lot has been said about hunting and fishing in Newfoundland, but not everybody, of course, wants to shoot moose or any other animals. Moose are often considered to be very ungainly, but in fact I think they're very beautiful creatures. There are rivers and brooks everywhere, and the water is still usually clean and clear. The same movement that is always present in the grass and in the trees because of the wind is present in the rivers. Some people would rather listen to the rivers and look down into the water than actually fish. This is the Humber River, which is one of the largest rivers on the island of Newfoundland. It is a big, powerful river. When storms are expected, the Portuguese fishing fleet, and of course many other fishing fleets, take shelter in various Newfoundland harbours, especially in St. John's. There are few sights remaining anywhere, I suppose, more colourful than this particular fleet of ships, which is really a hangover from the past. Very great wealth of texture and pattern and colour. Fishing gear and foreign flags. Men washing their clothes, fixing their gear. Playing soccer on the wharf. The people of St. John's have not grown tired of seeing the Portuguese fleets. They go down to see the boats whenever they come in. There's a great variety in Newfoundland. Rivers and lakes, forest, tundra, hills that look like mountains because of the scale of the trees. But the most insistent thing is the sea, which surrounds the island, and of course the coast of Labrador. When you're walking across the Barrens, you can feel like a giant because you look down at your feet and there's a jungle of mosses and grasses and flowers and things on a tiny scale. But then you come and stand by the sea, and that puts you in perspective. Cape St. Mary's, which is very near where I live. I have always loved this part of the Newfoundland coast. Simple but beautiful contrast between the greens and the blues. Being able to see down into the water, the colors of the bottom, the motion of the sea. This is known as the bird rock at Cape St. Mary's, and the birds are gannets. You can drive to within about a quarter of a mile of the bird rock, and you can walk the rest of the way very easily. And when you get there, you can get very close to the birds. About the only parts of our province that are crowded really are places where the birds nest. I don't like crowded places. I like to be able to walk places alone, do things by myself, to enjoy what I see and make records of what I see.